All right, our mic's on,
Nice.
and let
I'm
me
reading.
pull up the screen. Cool. Yeah, we are at the what is this? The weird. What is it called? Weird. The
Yeah.
exhibit from Anaque, the Anaque Museum, and this is for the 25th anniversary of Serial Experiments Lane. Which, love it or hate it, it's what would you say, Harlem? One of the more like culturally relevant animes, from the early 2000s, late 90s.
Yeah, it's kind of a cold thing, but I think it's leaving the cold
Yeah,
status
it's
and
left
going to the
containment for
mainstream now.
sure. It was like a cult thing
Yeah.
years ago.
But it's crazy to me that while Evangelion is obviously the most popular one, Lane is a religion now, so
Yeah,
almost a
there are
religion.
people there are people who definitely take the Let's All Love Lane stuff super seriously. But so let's love Lane a little bit, I guess, and check out the museum. And then we're gonna do an episode of Platinum. We're gonna be talking about Final Fantasy 15 tonight, right, Harlem? Let's go up here
Mm-hmm.
first before I think that way is the exhibit. And then
Mm-hmm.
let's up here. I don't think there's anything on this other side. If you look, it's blocked off. There's a lot of this is taped off. But let's go up here for a second.
I do love it that they made this through VR chat because I don't have the money to go to Japan, man.
Well, dude, not only that, I think it was the one of the things where it fits, right? Like the whole do a virtual reality way of commemorating a show that's largely about like, you know, not necessarily virtual reality, but the internet, the wired, the merging of the digital and the physical. What do we got over here? So we've got a lot of artwork scattered around, which I think I've seen a lot of this stuff. I don't know if any of this is like original for
Oh,
this.
cool. They put it the disc here.
Oh, you can play episodes. Sweet. Put one on. It's just one, two, and three. That's cool. This is the
Yeah.
first three episodes. I just want to hear the opening, the OST.
It doesn't let me grab it for some reason.
Oh, maybe because I'm the host.
Yeah.
Let's see if it comes on this big TV right here. I assume you just click it. It doesn't pick up. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Oh, there you
Oh,
go.
it's fine.
Present day.
Nice.
Oh, they put the duvet
Present
because
time.
like no.
Oh, maybe this stream will probably go down if we stay here.
Yeah, let's go.
I think, what do we get? 10 seconds? Oh no, it skipped the song.
Okay, skip the song. I had the feeling they would skip the
They
song.
might not, man. Let's hang. Because I think we get 30 seconds of any music. So if we run away after like 15, we'll be fine. I think there's a little bit of opening and then the OST starts.
And those colors.
This is awesome, actually. This is actually really sick. No, it did skip it, I think.
Yeah.
Copyright.
The first episode doesn't play. I think.
You
Let's
might be
try the
right.
second one. Let's try it. Let's try the second one. Let's play a little bit. Live a little bit dangerous.
Yeah, man. Well, we can run away. We're fast. We can do it.
Yeah. I have short legs.
Present day.
This is
Oh
really nice,
no,
though.
Present
they
time.
cut it.
Yeah, I think they did cut it. It's also the not the dub, which is I mean, it's good that it's not the dub, but like,
Yeah, they cut it. Yeah.
yeah. All right, let's go check out the
Oh, there's a cleaning bot here.
yeah, this little robot.
What up, boy? Equip? How so? You can grab it.
You
Try
can
it.
grab it.
Yeah, there's something. There's a trigger on it.
I got him. Oh
Oh
shit.
shit! He flipped.
There you go.
Let's go.
Oh
That's
man,
really small. How are you gonna?
it's a
Oh, you can.
there's a big ass storm where I am, so we might go down. See what happens. We got merch.
Phone covers. I need some of these.
Oh, there's a
In
website.
real
You can
life.
open the website. So, okay, yeah. I guess there's merch, dude. I guess there's keychains and stuff. If you want to get something from the gift shop, this is the gift shop.
I'm already at the website, man. Let me see the prices of this.
We've got more art scattered around.
I love this one.
Yeah. There's a dude, there's just like a you know, Lane and Texnalize and what's the fucking
I
studio
wanna
that did all
see.
these?
I wanna see if they will keep the PSX lane on this expo somewhere.
Oh, maybe we'll see something from that. What's the studio that did this? I'm gonna have to look this up because I'm having like a fucking brain fart, you know? I can't remember. Because they did Texnalize and they do all the like scary, fucked up psychological animes. Shit.
Limited digital merch. Oh shit! I peeked over here and I saw some stuff.
Oh, we're getting some soundtrack coming over here. I hear it. Let me turn off the beats on the stream in case anybody wants to hear the Lane music. Yeah, for anybody that wants to read, there you go. You can pause the stream and read. Alright. Got more art all over the place.
I cannot interact with the buttons. I'm so small.
I can do it. Let's change to English for our audience. So we've got the cast. It's all the information about the show. Here we go. I can figure out what I was asking. Triangle, J-Works. Pioneer. Okay, this is cool. This is like actually like a museum installation. I could actually imagine walking through this in real life and it being very similar if they did this in real life. Alright, let's
Oh,
go
here
to...
they're explaining some deep shit.
Oh, cool. This is like the whole... This is like everything in the show.
Yeah, they're getting. Is this the first time you're getting a lore dump?
Yeah, is this the big Lane lore dump in public for the first time? Because wasn't most of this kind of stuff
Ah,
include...
they fucking
Yeah,
did this here.
what? Oh. That's awesome.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit!
I want to make sure I get a good look at all these things for anybody that might catch the replay. But this
I'm
is
gonna
open on
jump.
VR chat. You can just it's free. You can do whatever. What the heck? There's a hey Harlem, come here.
Okay.
Come back to where I am. There's a button here. It says do not press. Should I press it?
Where?
Right here on the wall.
This one?
Yeah, this one. Should I press it?
I pressed it. Oh.
Oh.
Okay. I got it. I'm fucking out of here.
Okay. I may have screwed up, man.
Display chart of lane.
Okay, that was awesome.
That's all of Lane. This display gather all the scenes featuring Lane, creating a tribute to her journey. Here, every moment Lane graced the screen is compiled, offering viewers with a comprehensive look into her world, from her moments of introspection to her interactions with the Wire. This tower invites you to immerse yourself in the complexity and depth of Lane's existence. That's something.
That's pretty neat. Now, I'm not gonna lie. This is something that would be more impressive in person.
Yeah. It would be pretty scary too, to me at least.
This is pretty wild, to be honest. Alright.
Oh no!
Are we
Oh
walking?
no!
We're walking to school.
Oh no!
Little pair of slippers. Boop.
Well, they added the texturing here on the shadows.
Yeah. That's fucking cool. What is this like thing over here? Is this anything? Now that since I found that button that said do not press. Like looking for stuff.
I became one with the Wired.
Oh yeah, this must be where you leave. I think that's it, man. I think that's the whole thing. Still, that's just to commemorate the 25th. This is pretty. I'm impressed. Oh, what the heck?
Wait,
Yo, she's back here.
what?
What the heck? You see this?
I was teleported back to the beginning.
There's like a collecting game in this that
Let me
I
see.
don't quite
There you go.
understand. Because I've collected quite a few objects. The hell? I bet if you go back through it, it probably does different stuff too. Especially this part with the path to school. This is so cool. Yeah,
Oh, there is. Oh, I found it. I found her little things. I found two already.
what'd you find? Oh, it teleports you to the gift shop. That's classic. That's awesome. Yeah, I found like bear slippers and I found some shit. Oh, is this what it's oh wait.
Oh, next area coming soon.
Oh, they're doing more?
Yeah, they're room 1 2004 624, room 2 2004 7 1. Then
Okay,
room
cool.
2 2007 2024 7 8.
Cool. So into July.
No. Wait, is that Lane?
Where did you go?
No, this is the that other girl.
Wait, are you back? Did you run back through the museum?
No, I went back here and there was a ghost floating here.
Yeah, I found the ghost floating there. I found a couple of things, but I didn't find everything. All right, yeah, well, worth checking out if you're a fan of this for sure. I'd come fuck around and hang out with your friends in the Lane Museum for a night. Share exhibition snaps on X and win real tickets. Oh, cool. Post
I guess
photos
that's
taken
it.
at the designated location with weird campaign to X and submit them to the forum. I see. This is what you were talking about with the next area stuff.
Mm-hmm.
All right, well then, damn, definitely. If you're the lane heads get involved. There you are. All right, dude, you ready for Final Fantasy 15?
Good, let's go.
All right, let me switch everything over.
You've played the games, you've finished them, you watched the credits roll, but did you get the platinum? 100 platinum trophies, 100 games, one player. The Heka Collective presents Platinum, Soul on Display.
All right, dude. Um, I've already given it away. We're talking about Final Fantasy 15. But you're gonna have to fill me in because I mentioned this to you yesterday that I really like totally missed Final Fantasy 15. I just like it's just like something that's a huge gap in my Final Fantasy knowledge. I know it's about the boys trip in a car. There's a fight over
Mm-hmm.
eating vegetables, and that's like the extent to what I know about this game. You told me it came out in like 2017 or something. So yeah, let me
Ah,
you're on the display capture, so let me pop that onto the
2016,
stream.
November 2016. So almost 2017, yeah.
So this is like this is actually a Trump era Final Fantasy game for real. That's probably why I missed it because I just was like I, I thought this game I knew this game came out, but it's just like was totally out of time for me. I never played it. So you're gonna have to explain everything about it. Like what is the combat like, the leveling, the plot, everything. I know next to nothing. So um you got the time, man. Uh feel free. You got the achievements pulled up here? Let's look at these.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So a little bit of context before this. My first Final Fantasy was actually Crisis Core on the PSP,
Right.
and after that, I kind of didn't like Final Fantasy 13 as much, so I kind of like skipped it. And then there was this whole thing about me in Final Fantasy 14 that it's gonna be an explanation for another day because that one is probably gonna be a special about Final Fantasy 14. But we arrived to 15. I was at high school when I plotted this game. Yeah, I plotted it in February 2018. So the game came out in 2016. It took me 3 months and I got to platinum. That's how addicted I was.
So wait,
So,
so the last game,
uh,
the last Final Fantasy game I thoroughly played was 10, and then I played a little
mhm,
bit of 12, and the games really changed after 12, after 10 really. But like 12 was
mhm.
where they got rid of what it turn-based, and it was that kind of MMO style live. So what does this game play like? Like, is this an action game like where you're, like Kingdom Hearts? Like, explain this game to
It
me.
is an action game. It is an action game, but it kind of plays different than Final Fantasy or Kingdom Hearts would. Because let's say for example, not to hit with the circle button, I think, if I remember well, or square. But if you just hold square, he will keep hitting the enemy. You don't have to just mash square for him to do that. And then you have a dodge button, which is the same thing. You don't have to press the button at the right time to dodge it. You just have to hold it. So it has this weird hold system in place, but it's an action game. You can actually warp with Noctis through around enemies and stuff. Which it's kind of like an automatic play thing, but you're still in semi control of your actions. And some of the things I'm gonna say about this game don't apply to the current version of this game because as you can see, I played it in 2017. This was before all of the patches and all of the changes. The Royal Edition came out, this game is a completely different game today, besides the story. So
So
this is gonna be the original experience,
you're
kind of.
you're gonna have to tell me too then, how does the story stack up, and how does this game stack up to other Final Fantasies? Like, is it in the top 5 or 3, or is it, just give me a ballpark of like what do people think about this game, and what's Square's treatment of it as a entry into the series.
Uh-huh. Um, I love the story of this game, but I have to say, when this game came out, the story was shit. And you'd be thinking, well, how did they patch the story? Did something happen? Oh, well, it's kind of like if you only play the main story mode of this game, just the story mode, you ain't gonna understand like half of the shit that's going on. Because this game has the movie, this game has an anime, this game has two spin-off games, three spin-off games actually.
What the
One is
fuck?
about fishing in VR, okay? The second one is a beat 'em up shooty game that was once a pre-order bonus for this game, a full ass game that was a pre-order game bonus for this. And the other one is a multiplayer co-op game, a Monster Hunter style. So you kind of need to experience all the Final Fantasy 15 experience to understand it, and it's kind of nuts, man. Because I was all in for that shit at the time. Because I was looking for something to not give a fuck about school.
Right. So
So
you
that's
just
what I
3 months
did.
hardcore platted done. So how
Yeah,
how
watch the movie, watch the anime, play the true spin-off games to completion.
and
But you
none
won't
of
see
that
that.
counts for
You
the
won't.
platinum.
Nah, you also here. It doesn't have the weirdest shit is this shit here. Let me type it here. Oh, so you see here, I have comrades
Yeah.
at 50%, but then the base game is 100% too. When this came out, I was already out of this. I was like, I don't care anymore. I got overdosed with Final Fantasy 15.
Yeah. Cooked
But
yourself.
it's 100%. Yeah.
All right. I mean, tell me what's the verdict on this thing? So it's got you like the story, you have a kind of nostalgic connection to it because you were using it to avoid to avoid thinking about certain responsibilities or what have you.
Yeah.
But is it worth, this is a what, 8-year-old game now?
That's pretty old now.
Yeah, so I mean, is it worth it going back and playing it for the story? Is it worth it platting? Um, tell me why'd you throw this game into the mix? Obviously, you have the platinum, but we gotta answer. Is it worth it for anybody else to have it?
It's kind of like I don't know, man. This game is kind of weird because like this version of Final Fantasy that I play don't no longer exist. Like they changed so much shit in this game, gameplay wise, like location wise. They added so many new stuff onto it. But like for the story, now that they have all the type of DLC, I say it's a worthwhile game just for the story alone. I have people that I recommended this game on the team, like Coastline, and he finished the game, man. And finishing a Final Fantasy game is no easy task. You probably agree with me. It's a lot of investment to just finish them.
Yeah. I mean, when I was like in the peak of my gaming on the PS2 era, that's probably where I put the most time in on anything. I had 100+ hours or something in 10, and that was multiple files prior and after probably. So just like hours and hours and hours, and that was to get everything. This is pre-trophies, you know what I mean? I was just trying to get all the sigils, unlock all the shit. Um, so those games are designed to be not necessarily time sinks. They're rewarding, but
This game, this
there's
game
there's
has
content
fishing.
there. Yeah, there's a lot to do
This
in a
game
Final
has
Fantasy game, in a good Final Fantasy game.
this game has fishing. This game has cars for you to drive. Drove the Regalia,
That's
River Kermit.
awesome. That
This
always
game has
intrigued me about this one.
photography. Yeah, photography, cooking. It has so many stuff on it, and it was like kind of we're gonna fill this game with stuff, and then we'll kind of fix it later. Type of mentality that they had. But
So
there's hunts. There you have to finish 80 side quests to play the game too. That's
wh
a grind.
when did they stop updating this game? When did they stop supporting this game?
I think was when episode Arden came because there was the Julie this update here, and then they released this one here. And apparently this trophies are unobtainable now. Okay, this is unobtainable. This is Commerce. Commerce became a standalone game, man. It was first DLC.
This is like
Then
some
it became
Metal Gear multiplayer expansion.
yeah, it was kind of like Metal Gear mixed with Monster Hunter. And then there was the Ignis episode, there was the Royal Pack, and then there was the Commerce March 2018 episode. And then there was the episode Arden, which was the last piece of content they did. And this shit here, I I I want to play all of these. Like I watched all of these specs. I watched people play this because I just didn't have the mental strength anymore, man. Because it was pack after pack after pack after pack, and it changes and changes. And then this one I didn't even watch it, but I wanna play them all myself someday. Maybe we're gonna revisit this game in the future on platinum. Who knows? Because the platinum will actually earn you only 45% of the game trophies, man.
That's fucked up.
That's how insane it is. Yeah.
For just the base game. It's not even
Yes.
half of the trophies. That's
Yeah.
wild.
Look at this shit. It's insane how much content they added and how much Square Enix was pumping stuff. But I think what broke the deal for me for Final Fantasy 15 was not this, it was not this, or this. But my favorite character on the Final Fantasy 15 roll, two of them. One died, and the other one was promised to have a DLC at some point, okay?
Yeah.
But they canceled her fucking DLC, the Ariana DLC. And I still remember getting so bitter, I was like, nah, fuck this. And then I just dropped it entirely out of Final Fantasy 15. It's a very easy platinum as well. If you want just a easy platinum that takes a while, I would recommend this to people who want a good story and an easy platinum. It's just gonna
What
take a while.
what number Final Fantasy are we on now?
We are on 16 now.
Okay.
16. Final Fantasy 16, which I also platted and it's gonna be on a show eventually.
Was 16 the one that was also like heavy on the action and a little controversial?
Yeah, it's basically a platinum game.
Okay.
Because this was
So
more of
how
a
does this compare to that?
open world thing.
This is more just an open world exploration kind of half. Is it like explain? I guess I'll have to go and look at gameplay on my own and really get wrap my head around
This
this.
is this is like you going from place to place and managing the car and going out with your bros and listening to conversations and
So it's much
camping
more like,
and learning how to cook. Yeah,
yeah, it's rap. I
it's an
like
actual
that.
journey.
Yeah.
You go from place to place, and sometimes weird shit happens. The car breaks, and you have to push the car. It's a struggle. At the end of this game, it's kind of like a death march.
What are you fighting against? What is even happening in this game? Just it's not just my summer car. Like what the fuck is going on in this world of
So you actually fight someone who was trying to usurp the throne from your
Okay.
dad,
Okay.
basically.
So we've got royal
And
drama.
has
That's cool.
yeah, some super royal drama. So you got this man here, he's kind of the dad of the group, and there's Ignis who is not showing up over here for some reason. He probably cut the image. Kind of like the mom, the guy who cooks and does all this stuff. And Prompton is kind of like your younger brother or something. And it's awesome, man. It's wholesome. This game is super wholesome.
Right, right.
And the ending it is one of the I think maybe one of the 5 games ever, and I played a lot of games. That made me cry. I cried at the ending of this one. As it was such a journey, and I got so attached to Gladius, Prompto, and Ignis. Here he is. That I just couldn't, man. I just cried a lot.
That's dude, I mean
But
that's the point when you buy
but the extra credit thing just makes up for it. It's all.
when you buy a Final Fantasy game, you expect to have a good story and you expect to have combat or gameplay or some sort of element of the system inside of that story that like, connects with you, makes you feel something. Cause that was like, dude, I loved 10. I was liking 12, but I just couldn't vibe with the gameplay. And I've played there's a lot of other like RPGs that are older on the Super Nintendo that I'm obviously fond of. I'm a big Chrono Cross fan. So it's like, yeah, a lot of these games I like them for all kinds of weird reasons, and it's like halfway between the gameplay and the story. But no, it's good to hear that there's still Final Fantasies being made that are worth platinuming and trying to fully
And the,
complete.
and the crazy thing, the guide for the Platinum was published in December 2016. So this person platted the game like in the same month or something. So the game came out. And then the guide kept being updated until March 2020, man. Because they kept changing shit.
That is
So
crazy.
big commitment on whoever wrote this guide, which was Takashi Demon. Look at this stuff. It's just so much shit.
These are the kind of people that are really like can't imagine. So they wrote all this out, right? They wrote all this out.
Hmm
Yeah.
They mapped the things as well on the world map too. Okay.
That is fucking out there. But unsung
So,
heroes, man. Like the old games, game facts, guide writers and shit. Some of those people are
Yep.
absolutely insane, but they really
And they're
unsung
also
heroes.
pretty cool
Yeah,
because they give you this. They give you the spoiler
yeah.
tags if you're just trying to plot it, but you're not quite there as well. Look at this. It's crazy, man. The amount of dedication that is. They put in videos as well. This one is about.
Dude, it really does need to be like. But I would love to look at and see what if there's any measurable effect of like what introducing trophies did to games overall. Because
Mhm.
it really does vibe. Some people just, the trophy hunters always never cease to amaze me. Because I'm like the layman, I'm like the retard on this show. You're the expert. So it's like, dude, I look at this stuff sometimes, and it's not to say that like stuff like speedrunning or whatever. It's like I understand that too, but everybody understands the speedrunning crowd can get super bizarre at times.
Let's take a detour real quick.
Yeah, man. I mean, how you doing? You want to wrap up on Final Fantasy? You feel like you got enough?
No, I just wanna show you the actual insanity that is this
Please.
part
Oh,
over here.
jeez. Is this all Final Fantasy games?
So, true K trophies you're gonna be trying to earn if you want all the Final Fantasy trophies, okay?
Yeah.
2K of them. Look at this. There's
Does
like
does anyone have them
4
all?
versions of the game for. Yeah, there's people who have them all. I forgot his name, but there's a person who actually owns all of these platinums and all these
And
versions.
clean, no cheating.
I think it's one person. No cheating, because Square Enix actually sent him a gift, I think.
Oh,
I
see,
remember well that.
that's how it should be done. They should actually send him some material trophy. At a certain point, this is a it
Mm-hmm.
is a monumental achievement.
See, this is literally the no stage part of the trophy. This is not. They don't even count this bit. No stage.
Yeah.
And then starts stage 1, Final Fantasy 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Oh no.
It goes like Zodiac Age, and then Final Fantasy 13, 13 2, 13 3, and then Type 0.
Could you
Then this bit,
imagine
the online games.
starting that now?
And here, let me show you something. Final Fantasy 14 online,
Yeah.
1.40%. The 100% version, only 0.004% got it. The 100% on Final Fantasy 14. That's like the lowest of the low type shit.
Fucking crazy.
And then look at the Final Fantasy 7 remakes here. And then you're gonna have to go to Stranger of Paradise. And then 2 versions of Final Fantasy 7 Reunion. And then 16. Yeah, 16. And then Rebirth. Stage 24, man. This is absolute insanity. To
I
me.
can't. I'm glad it's only one person that has that, because that is a fucking commitment, dude. A commitment like I've
That's a lot
never
of.
even considered making before. I can't actually
This is the
think of
type of shit.
I can't think of a series that would be harder to fully accomplish than Final Fantasy. There just can't be anything that comes close to the amount of material.
On a single series, I don't think so, because it has Final Fantasy 14 on the mix.
Well,
Final Fantasy
just all
14.
the fucking spin-offs, man.
Yeah. And you're gonna have to do the different versions too, so that means doing 4 or 5 times the same game. Good luck with that shit.
Absolutely nuts.
North America, fucking Japanese version, Australian version.
Are you gonna bring the 7 remake onto the show? Are you playing that?
I, I played it a little bit. Like, I'm gonna talk about this for a while. Because, I don't think this will ever come back on the show for a reason.
Yeah.
So this was supposed to be the Final Fantasy VII remake, right?
Yeah.
This is
Didn't it turn
not
into
the Final Fantasy VII yeah, it changed it to something else.
yeah.
So this version of Final Fantasy VII will not return to the show. However, this version here will appear on the show soon.
Okay. All right.
The original.
Yeah,
This is Final Fantasy VII.
not Final Fantasy 1.0 plus 3.0.
Yeah. What's the name? Half a Fraction Days or whatever.
Yeah, you cannot.
You cannot, yeah.
Yeah, you cannot Cloud Strife. You cannot.
So this is coming rather soon. I think this year. I didn't start it yet, but I feel like I should.
I feel
Together
like there's
with
a good.
my favorite Final
I feel like there's a
Fantasy.
good version of that on the Nintendo DS.
Mm-hmm. Cause this one is coming, man. Either one way or the other. This is my absolute favorite Final Fantasy of all time. This is great.
Crisis Core. Yeah, I've heard a lot of
Yeah.
good things about Crisis Core. I'm not a Final Fantasy 7 person. I've never have been. I
Mhm.
never will be. I played I think 3, 9, and 10 the most.
I'm gonna give you a serious fucking large jump for you, okay?
Yeah, please do.
Okay. I'm gonna type this on Google.
Is Final Fantasy X the same universe as 7? Except for direct sequels. No.
They say this. They say this shit. But there's this shit here.
Oh,
Let me
is
try
this
to
like a
find it.
conspiracy theory?
Yeah, it's a conspiracy theory. We would never be game over right now. But there was a homage on Final Fantasy X that they talk about Shinra on X.
Yeah, I
Let me
mean,
see.
dude, why I don't know why it couldn't be.
Yeah, that's the thing. The people will argue about this. Oh, there's a Steam thread about this.
I don't feel like there's any reason why it couldn't be.
Yeah, but there's this conspiracy theory. There's some sus dialogue on X.
We should look into that, cause I wouldn't know. I never played 7. I won't play 7. Too old. I will not have the time. I'll have to be convinced
Mm-hmm.
as a very old person to play it, and by then it won't hit me like it hit whoever's convincing me.
Game facts, man.
Yeah. Bring it back.
It came from the Final Fantasy X through Ultimania, apparently.
Dude, what is Ultimania? What is that? I never played X2.
I think Ultimania was a book. I think.
Okay.
Let me see.
It was like
If
like an
I'm actually
anthology.
correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a book. Yeah. The Ultimania.
All
I
I
think the Ultimania had confirmed it somehow.
all I know is that X2 was about changing clothes as a battle system.
Yes. Yes. And I got so many people pissed.
Yeah, what was that about? I thought that was
It
cool.
was like Final Fantasy for girls, kind of.
Well, I mean, I just thought that's interesting. That's an interesting take and
It was
direction and
like a Charlie. It was kind of like the Charlie Angels, I think, to me.
right, yeah, that was what I got from it, that it was like a Charlie's Angels type direction they were taking it. I don't have a problem with that. I felt like the first one did such a good job of just telling a story. I didn't give a shit at all whatever happened in 2. I had no like when they announced that and released it, I was like, I don't give a shit. I don't care.
hmm Okay, they say that in Barrett's hideout in Final Fantasy, there's a TV news channel with dinner on it. It's an Easter egg and a fun theory, but I personally don't think they're connected. So that's the stern look at people. But there's the people who are never be game over this.
That's cool. I like that there's a fringe conspiracy group in every game community that demands people accept their lore.
Yes, look at this stuff. Kitase confirmed in an interview that both games happen in the same universe on this book here. See?
But on different planets. What the fuck?
Yes. So it's kind of like, bruh, Jesus Christ. Because like Final Fantasy is literally becoming Kingdom Hearts with time, and this was a slow transition. Slow transition into getting fucking Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, they really should. No, they should just sublate. They should do it in reverse. Yeah, they should sublate the Kingdom or the Final Fantasy universe into Kingdom Hearts. Because 4 looks like we can do a whole other thing on Kingdom Hearts, man. But that one trailer they showed of 4, of like waking up in modern Tokyo and fighting a giant ass monster or whatever. That's where this has always been going, dude. It's always been going toward that like very dynamic, active battle
By the way,
system.
when Platinum actually ends with Street Fighter V, in God knows how many years that's gonna take,
Yeah.
I'm gonna try Platinum this. And
Sure.
if I don't come back, Platinum's dead.
Gotcha.
Platinum Season 3 is cancelled.
That is so insane. Is that every single game? Is that all of them?
Yeah, all of them in one package. Yeah.
And it's like all the super enhanced versions, isn't it?
Even the browser game, yeah.
Yeah, because they know that if they didn't completely capture every single game, they would be like, well, lore's lost. People are going to eat us alive.
Look at this. It's crazy, man.
How much is it? $70?
I think it's $60, I think.
Oh, hell yeah. Fuck yeah.
$60.
Well, that's badass. All right, you want to wrap this bad boy up? You got any more thoughts on Final
that was
Fantasy
good,
15?
I guess that it was a good ride, but it's kind of like every time I think about this game, I get that like this weird shit eating nostalgia going out of it. And then I think I'm gonna play 15 someday again, and I never do.
Yeah.
But some memories are better left in the past.
This is the dude. Now all I have really is games I go back to like once a year.
Hmm.
I think you get to there eventually. But no, all right, Final Fantasy 15. It's worth going back to. It's worth at least platting the base game according to Harlem. Maybe not all the DLC.
Absolutely,
And it's got a good
absolutely.
story and it's a fun ride and it's about the boys rolling in a car and you've got a royalty drama and big ass battles. Summons in this thing. Any big ass?
So the summons in this game. Let's go to YouTube and show you one
Yeah,
summon
let's
in this
end this
game
with a
because
summon.
this deserves
Let's sell the
this
people.
deserves to see. I will sell you on this game with this.
Cause you know what we're
This,
saying it's a recommend.
this
Oh,
is
I like this. Oh
this
my
is a
God.
summon on this game, man.
What the fuck? Dude, it's just the armored
Yeah,
titan.
that's Slam Dunk. Get the fuck out.
Dude, let's go. Alright, I'm in. Oh yeah.
And there's so many crazy summons like Bahamut. Bahamut is so crazy on this game. You just see fucking God or something call me.
It's always better when they increase the scale, dude. It's always better.
And they just strike a portion of the map and your area is gone. And the Metal Gears are dead. Yeah, but that's about it, yeah.
Alright, sick. Let's switch the set. Let's go over to third watch.
Third watch.
Alright, dude. Now we can chill. Good go. Good sewed. Good episode. Let's do some housekeeping. Let's look at a little bit of news, and then let's get off here and play some Street Fighter. Because we're at 43 minutes, so let's make it. We'll probably make it an hour.
Mm-hmm.
We're going. So news. All right. Um, as always, we're reblogging and posting shit to externalgazer.com, and we're going to Too Many Games. At the end of the month. Pull that up and get that out of the way first. See if I can do that. Bam. That on screen. Alright, Too Many Games is a convention from June 28th to the 30th. We're going to be there. There's an indie games showcase. So on External Gazer, I've been going through and playing some of these games and posting their Steam descriptions and links and stuff. A lot of these are not released, but they have demos. So Harlem, I said last time that Iron Meat was was really good. The last one I played, I haven't posted it up yet, but I played this VR game. Is it Pin City? Let's take a look. Dude, are you a fan of VR games? You have VR, right?
I have a PlayStation VR here.
Yeah. So
And
do you enjoy it?
I have a weird relationship with VR, kind of.
Same.
Because it's like, I play Wipeout on this thing and Zone of Dangerous on this thing for a while. I had one PSVR and then I did someone drop it and then it was dead. And then I bought another one. A PSVR 1, of course. Because PSVR 2 doesn't have no games. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
so I bought another one and I just played Zone of the Enders and Wipeout on it, basically. I tried some other things, like I tried the Walking Dead game. I tried some other
Oh,
stuff,
yeah.
but everything I tried, man, that uses the motion controls, I get absolutely fucking sick.
Well,
Like I can play Zone of the Enders at the fastest speed in Wipeout at like 300 kilometers per hour doing Hot Wheels ass curves and shit, and I don't feel anything. The moment I get PlayStation Move in my hands, I'm dying
yeah. I can
because I cannot like have this mental image of my hands only being able to close and open in the game, and that gives me motion sickness.
I can definitely agree with you that there are some games that are like I can't do, like Boneworks and stuff like that. But I did play the demo for Pin City. And it reminded me so much of Wii Bowling and like Wii Sports in the sense of how it like just felt good. I was actually really
Hmm.
that was all I was gonna say because we're gonna play this game at Too Many Games. I'm gonna meet the devs, I guess, if they're on the show floor because this is supposed to be there. But I was playing this shit and I was like, why has I hadn't seen this yet. Like somebody just doing a bowling game in VR. I know that sounds ridiculous. I'm sure other people have done it. And this one, as you can see from some of these images, features like wacky challenges with ramps and shit, which is fun. But like, it was shocking how like this is a pretty bare bones demo. But if you just get basic bowling functionality and like curving a ball down, it's actually fucking super fun. Um, so it's like that's my one beef with VR. I have a lot of people seem to like want to achieve really densely technical things in VR, and sometimes it's just like no, just things that knock together are fun, man. Like watching stuff get knocked over or doing, works better. But we're gonna check this one out at the con. And then the only other thing we had tonight, man, was to look at a couple of articles. So let's pull up some stuff. You want to talk
Hmm.
about Zenless Zone Zero?
Yeah,
When does
I'm
this thing
looking
come
forward
out,
to it.
man? July 4th?
I have no
Amazing.
idea.
Amazing. It launches on July 4th. That's great. Well, I showed you this article about how this is from I think Automaton West, yeah. From Amber V at Automaton West. But they've been running this like campaign for Zenless Zone Zero, and now I'll go over to Twitter. I don't know if I retweeted it. Maybe I didn't, but we saw today that the devs for Zenless Zone Zero from what is this HoYoverse, and the Capcom Street Fighter 6 devs are gonna have a roundtable. I don't know what the fuck they're talking about, but they've clearly been doing this kind of PR campaign for this game that's connecting it to particularly Street Fighter, but fighting games. Um, so I don't know what you make of that, dude. Because I told you earlier, this game must be good then, because if you're trying to get fighting game players to look at it and it's not good, you're just throwing yourself to the wolves.
You
Um,
turn yourself to cappuccino. That's gonna happen too.
I just want to know what your thoughts on all that are and what you think of this game, because it's coming out in like a couple like a week or two.
I think that my first impressions of Zenless was the first time I saw it was a few years ago. I don't remember how long it was. It was 1 year ago, 2 years ago. I don't remember. But I just remember having a big bouncy anime girl on the screen doing some crazy animations,
Yeah,
and I
I'm
was like,
running the
okay.
trailer now, and
I was like,
yeah,
okay.
it's got
I
bouncy
was like,
anime
okay.
girls and sword guys and big city. Kind of,
But then like but then I saw like they had like a Trueno quite looking car. So it was like drifting, and then it reminded me of that Capcom racing game on the PS2. I forgot the name of it. It was like cell shaded and stuff. I was like, okay, this looks cool. And then she on another cut, she was just jumping around like Spider Man.
yeah, it's like it's got traversal elements. And we've seen this with
And then
we saw this with First Ascendant. First Ascendant's big on traversal, especially in the big boss fights and stuff. But yeah, go ahead.
and then there was another cut, and then she was hacking and slashing like Bayonetta or something. And I was like, what the fuck is this game? How does this even work? Like, is this gonna be Grand Theft Auto with good combat with anime mechanics, or is this gonna be more like just a gacha with hack and slash? I don't understand this
I
game, so
think
I'm looking forward to playing it.
Yeah, I think that it's going to be, let's see. According to Lee, Zenless Zone Zero is designed to get players accustomed to its action mechanics gradually, starting out with getting the player to learn attack controls and then easing into defense mechanics such as dodging and parrying. Ooh, oh boy. The philosophy of the game is not to present the player with anything too difficult until they have a firm grasp of the controls, which is why veteran players may find the game insufficiently challenging in its early stages. So
Okay.
that sounds like
I'm
some.
gonna be bored.
No, this sounds good for you though.
I'm gonna be bored as fuck at the beginning of this shit, I guess.
Yeah, he says he owes his understanding of the process of improving at a game to fighting games, particularly the Street Fighter series. This seems like it's gonna work out for you in the end. Um,
Yeah. Maybe in the raids if there
oh
is any.
no, 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 no. Listen, you're cooked. You're done for. Lee also mentions being inspired by VanillaWare's games, particularly Muramasa the Demon Blade and Odin
No,
Sphere and Odin Sphere. You're cooked.
no,
You're cooked, bro. We of course,
no.
yes, no, we all as like Muramasa the
They
Demon
put the
Blade
wizard for the jock.
is a game we
No.
featured on Good Maybe Great. Obviously, we called it Great. Tell me about Odin Sphere. I know you've mentioned. I feel like you've mentioned that to me before.
Yeah, Odin Sphere is maybe my not my favorite vanilla game, but it's still fucking awesome. It's still a 10 out of 10.
So short of mentioning like maybe God Hand and fucking Azura's Wrath. This sounds like
Yeah,
this game was built from the ground up for you, Harlem.
yeah, I'm gonna give it a try. I'm gonna give it a far try. Don't worry. But
Uh
I'm just really I'm kind of cautiously approaching this subject because it's kind of like, man, the last time I played a fucking online game and I got addicted to it was fucking Warframe, and Warframe is it's kind of like the dark past of my lore because I have 3K hours on Warframe, man, and those 3K hours were out during high school. So,
3K hours.
3K hours, yeah, 3K.
Oh man. All right.
And none of this time was chatting. None of this time was actually just, being social. It was just being a demon and destroying everything I could see. Players, PVE, raids, whatever. So I think this game might bring the worst in me if I actually like it.
Yeah, I'm
So
excited
yeah,
to play with you, man. It releases on everything on July 4th, PC, PS5, mobile platforms. No Xbox. Sorry, Xbox players. Um,
again,
yeah.
you got no Marvel, you got no Zona Zone Zero. What are you doing in the console, boy? Get
So
out.
in this in the
Like,
same realm of Zenless Zone Zero, there's Genshin Impact. Let's go to the next little piece. You and I talked about this, but MiHoYo invested in a fusion reactor that recently was activated, and people were having a little bit of a laugh about it or talking about it a little bit. I think I saw the tweet that sparked that conversation, got a community note because they they needed to make sure people understand that MiHoYo does not control a nuclear reactor, but they, invested in it. Which I don't know why people would misinterpret this in that way. But I think I put out a tweet about how they they figured out how to turn anime girls into nuclear power. Um, incredible things are happening in China, blah blah blah. But man, what do you make of this? You know that you've got big entertainment company, but their investments are all over. Um, they what do they have? Along with co-investor Neo Capital, a Chinese investment firm, the full total investment equating to nearly 400 million yuan, or roughly 63 million. Um, I think it's pretty awesome. I wish more video game giants were invested in things like nuclear power or railroads or something. What did you think about this? Did you just get a good laugh out of it? That the Genshin girls were turned into nuclear energy?
I mean, one step closer to total enemy domination, I guess.
It's pretty badass, if you ask me. 'Cause that game must make a fuckload of money. And even after, like they instituted, some kind of guidelines and controls on kids playing games for certain amounts of hours or past certain hours, like that game still does fucking buco numbers, man. People are still playing that shit. It's not gonna slow down.
Hmm. They
Anyway,
have 3 games now. They fucking have Zenless Zone Zero coming
well,
out. They have like Honkai Star Rail. They
is
have
that the same
Genshin
people?
Impact. Yeah,
Hoyoverse and hold on, Hoyoverse and MiHoYo? Oh, yeah, I guess they are. Hoyoverse must, yeah. All right, shit. Damn. And they have Honkai Star Rail or whatever.
yeah,
It's
which is their
crazy.
turn-based RPG. Yeah.
Okay, so Genshin might get Genshin might get supplanted by ZZZ, or at least a
Who
little bit
knows?
of, yeah. That's interesting. Um, cool, man. All right, I think the only other article I've got here that might be of any interest to our audience is this one, which you can check out on EG. It's 8 decades on, an iconic Chinese animation gets a 4K makeover. This is via Sixth Tone, which is a really good site if you are looking for information and stuff from China. But have you ever heard of Princess Iron Fan? Hey, ring any bells to you, Harlem?
What was that?
Have you ever heard of Princess Iron Fan?
No. Oh, actually.
Well, it's getting a it's getting a 4K restoration. Apparently it's Asia's first animated feature film. Obviously, if you had to guess, it's based on what? Journey to the
Journey
West.
to the West?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
But
Of course.
but yeah, so I mean if you have never seen some, more classic, older Asian, Chinese, Korean, Japanese animations, this might be a sign that they're starting to sort of archive and restore some of the archival prints of these things, which is great if you ask me. But for anybody, I know we might have a little bit of some of our subscribers from GMG might be interested in this kind of thing. So this article from Sixth Tone has a ton of information beyond just the restoration of Princess Iron Fan about a lot of other films you may have never seen. Um, and just while we're on the subject, oh, this is awesome. Actually, I forgot. There's a picture. There's a picture in here of Osamu Tezuka and Yan Dingxian meeting, which I guess is like they recreated this photo of Astro Boy and you know what's his name, Sun Wukong, Sun Goku or whatever, the Monkey King. Um, it's pretty neat. But yeah, as I've grown up, I've learned there's a lot more history that I don't know, and it's always something I like is to like kind of learn more about the history of Eastern animation. So this article kicked ass. If you have the time, it's a longer read. And if you click through to Sixth Tone has a lot of really good stuff on Chinese culture. So that was my last one, man. Any interest in watching like a almost 100-year-old animation of Journey to the West restored in glorious
I'll give it a
4K?
shot.
Yeah, man.
I'll give
Maybe we'll do a movie night. Check it out. I'm really curious about what it looks like because it's like, um, we don't have access to this shit. You know what I mean? This is not stuff that was flooded into the West by any means. Um, so it's cool. But yeah, it's just like, yeah, back to 1921. Yeah, I mean, film history, man. Yeah, Princess Iron Fan, I guess, came out in 1941. So that, like, I'm down to see it. All right, let me move this thing out of the way and I guess let's wrap this up, dude.
Yep.
We'll play some Street Fighter. Any final thoughts?
Yeah, I'll have a small rant.
Yeah, man, rant away.
So, genuinely asking if there's any viewers of this watching the VOD later. Something. If you don't have what I'm about to say, you can close the video and go away because this is a genuine question to one part of our one part of our viewership. If you have an Xbox, you can stay. If you don't, leave.
All non-Xbox owners.
Yeah. So yeah, the question I have is, you might not be interested in Marvel vs. Capcom. You might not be interested in Zenless Zone Zero. You might not be interested in the next 300 fucking Souls games that are gonna come out on PS5 or PC and not gonna be on Xbox. That's completely fine. Not interested. But even if you are, you're starting to see what I'm talking about. But if you don't, you still have time to leave, my boy. You don't have to go down with the sinking ship. You don't have to be a hero or a martyr. Just leave. Leave while you can.
I am very interested to see what happens to. I can't wait to see the response to Xbox, like clearly backing out of the hardware game. And I have no investment in this, but there are going to be some people who fucking lose their shit about that, dude.
Yeah. So I think some people are about to turn very violent because their achievements are there, their screen caps are there, their friends are there, and it doesn't look good. Because all I wanted was Xbox to be like they were in the 360 era, so I could go on with my friends and we could be toxic to each other and say that my piece of plastic is better than your piece of plastic, and then be friends at the end of the day. But I can't go to him and say Xbox is shit. You know why? Because he knows.
Yeah.
He knows it's a piece of shit. You know it's a piece of shit. So the fun is no longer there. Phil Spencer doesn't do shit anymore. And what has Xbox branding become?
Well, dude, it's like
I don't know.
I tell people all the time, 5 years probably Starbucks will the only place where people get a cup of Starbucks coffee will be in a McDonald's. You know, like they'll get rid of McCafe because the Starbucks brand will just be that. It'll just be a brand. And that's kind of what Xbox is now. It's just going to be a brand. I don't think it's
Hmm.
it might be Game Pass. It might be, what like, are we going to see Game Pass on PlayStation? I have no idea. But it's
Dude,
definitely
they're
already on
like
PC.
they put it fucking what's the name of those games on PlayStation? They put it that crazy game that they have developed at Tango.
Hmm.
I forgot the name. Let me remember.
Yeah, look that up.
I think Hi-Fi Rush. They put it Hi-Fi Rush on PlayStation.
Oh man, that's
They
cool.
put they put they put it Sea of Chiefs on PlayStation.
That's right. Yeah, they did.
And then out there talking about putting more games in, and there'd be like, yeah, we might put Halo Collection on PlayStation. So it's like, don't you see it, man? It's over. It's already over. Leave the police of plastic, or you'll be the one with the end of the shaft when this generation ends.
Yeah, the people who are really gonna make out are the ones that got that fridge. 'Cause that Xbox
Yeah,
fridge will actually still do something.
because like every 5 devs I know on the dev discords I frequent, they're always like, damn, man, now I have to optimize for Series F.
Yeah.
It's like the worst part of development for some people, and it's like the crush is okay, the Series S is not. It's like it's almost like a meme that points there. But if you don't want to listen to me, why don't you message me in 6 years?
All right, man. Let's roll out of here. I'll get back to you. We'll go fight. I'll see you in like SA 6 or 9 or 12 or something. All right.
All right.